Since we started posting online, one of our most watched videos has been the cost of importing a car into Kenya. My name is Alistair Ben from MHH International, and today we're going to give you a 2021 updated version. Here's Rowan to tell you more.
We've broken down the costs into three broad sections: UK costs, shipping, and costs in Kenya. Let's look at the UK costs first. When buying a car, everyone wants a great discount, but what many people don't realise is that dealers will discount their cars by only a small fraction, and many dealers won't discount at all. Since COVID, stock is very limited and the prices of used cars have increased between 10 and 15%, and dealers will almost never discount as a result. Some dealers will add on a buyer's fee, which can be from £100 to £790, on top of the advertised price. These are typically the car supermarkets. They won't discount and they will add the buying fees once your sale has been agreed. Independent dealerships are very unlikely to give discounts. If they do, this can be instead of the preparation work that the car needs. So you might think that you're getting £100 to £500 off, but when you notice the car is due a service or has worn down tyres, they will not help you with the additional service, as they've already given you a discount. So quite often the cost of the car is a true reflection of the price that you will pay in the end. Cars that are less than 3 to 4 years old might be VAT qualifying if they've been owned by a business. This is the holy grail for export, as it means a 20% reduction in the advertised price can be achieved. However, very few dealers are prepared to claim the VAT back for you, as they're not set up to process the paperwork. Now, because of COVID and reduced stock, they are much less likely to sell to export inquiries, as they will lose the opportunity for margin on selling finance and insurance products to UK clients, as well as future servicing business. At MHH, we sell all cars net of VAT and process the reclaim as part of the service. We do not ask you to cover the cost of your VAT. We pay that for you, so you don't have to. Many importers will ask you to pay for the VAT and promise to refund you later, which doesn't always happen. It's important to remember that a car loses its VAT qualifying status when it has been privately owned. The older the car we're looking for, the fewer VAT qualifying cars are on the market. On top of the cost of the car, you have the cost of the UK transport. That could range from £50 up to £500, depending on where the car is in the UK. If it's in Northern Ireland, it could cost £550 to collect the car. This is a combination of insurance, trains, planes, people's time and fuel to collect and return the car. Once your car has been collected, we store it securely whilst we book the shipping. Your car will need to have a QISJ inspection for Kenya. This is approximately £185 plus VAT. Again, as a UK company, we do not charge you the UK VAT. So you just pay the cost price of £185. But if you're paying an individual, then it will cost you £222, and then you can try to reclaim the VAT yourself. You can ship your car from the UK to Mombasa using the cheaper roll-on roll-off service or in a container. The roll-on roll-off service is the most popular for cars under £60,000. You should expect to pay from £980 for an SUV, and container shipping costs from £1,500 for a 20-foot container. The container service incurs additional costs at the port in Kenya. This can cost between 20 to 30,000 shillings. Container shipping is only really required for high-value cars. We suggest that cars from £30,000 and above may consider a container, but it's not a necessity. One of the downsides of choosing a container service is that it is much harder to nominate your CFS, and this can have an effect on whether you're familiar with the team receiving your car and know that your car is being looked after responsibly. The shipping time is about the same for each service. Marine insurance is a necessity for all Kenyan car imports. They have to be insured whilst on the water. This has to be arranged with a Kenyan insurance company, and the cost is typically 0.4% of the value of your car. For C&F business, marine insurance must be arranged by you as the buyer. You may want to choose an agent in the UK to help you buy and export your car. Many UK dealers are not interested in helping overseas buyers purchase a car as it's too complex for them. Our export teams select the best cars to suit your budget, assess the car for quality and negotiate on your behalf to get the best price. We make sure the mileage is genuine, the car has been well maintained, and the car is supplied to a very high standard. We manage the shipping booking and ensure it reaches the port in a timely manner for you. We make sure everything is supplied correctly, i.e. 2 keys, mats, good wear left on all your brake pads and discs, and establish whether your car has a spare tyre. We ensure the tyres are in good condition and that all manuals and service records are provided along with the locking wheel nut. And finally, we DHL all loose items and vital paperwork to our office in Nairobi or to your clearing agent for safekeeping. All of these services are included in our fees. Fees can vary depending on your agent. You may find that a family member who is employed may charge very little, but then you will have to wait for the collection inspection to happen around his schedule. You may even miss the opportunity to buy your car if a buyer can only view cars at the weekend and the car has been sold. A professional importer will charge approximately 8% for the service. Within that 8%, we find your car, negotiate the best price, and act as an independent set of eyes appraising the car. Importantly, we sell the car to you net of VAT. It is quite common for importers to require you to pay for the UK VAT when they buy the car and return the VAT to you when it has been reclaimed. With MHH International, you will not need to pay for the UK VAT. We cover that cost for you. These are all the costs you need to take into account for your car to reach Mombasa, commonly known as a C&F service. Be aware that some UK dealers claim to operate an export service, but it is not their core business, and you may find your export is delayed and not managed as professionally as you would expect. As a professional importer, it is our priority that all cars are exported to a highly professional standard. Now let's look at the costs you will need to pay to have your car cleared into Kenya. Port charges. As your car arrives, you will have port charges which are between 40,000 and 70,000 shillings, depending on the size of your vehicle. This includes IDF fees, radiation fees, and 14 to 27 days of free storage within the CFS. You will need a clearing agent to complete the IDF entry for your car, which normally costs between 10,000 and 30,000 shillings. We provide a clearing and registration service for many clients, which costs 8% of the cost of your vehicle. This can be reduced for clients who pay a greater proportion of the car's costs up front. Duties in Kenya for used cars are calculated using the CRSP table supplied by the KRA. Calculating duty correctly is not always straightforward, and we often see conflicting advice. There are 2 websites which will help you to accurately calculate the duty, taxes and levies for your car. We recommend looking at the KRA website and the Duty Calculator website as well. There are other websites, however, in our experience, they aren't always up to date with the latest CRSP values. The KRA regularly updates the CRSP rates. There have also been recent changes to the method used to calculate the customs value. Excise duty has also changed several times over the past 5 years. It is important to be confident that your agent is following the most recent regulations. It costs between 15,000 and 23,000 shillings to register your car. This is done by your clearing agent. If you have a private number plate, the cost for this to be transferred is 46,000 shillings. A private plate transfer can sometimes delay the time that it takes to register your vehicle. Now your car is cleared and you are able to collect your car from the CFS. If you are having your car delivered to Nairobi, then there are a few costs involved. Transporting your car to Nairobi can cost between 20,000 to 25,000 shillings for a multi-car carrier or up to 72,000 shillings for a single car carrier. Of course, the cost can be kept low by having someone drive it for you, but obviously the risk of allowing an individual can be extremely high, so we urge you to be very careful. We believe that our clients just want to receive their new car in great condition. Having been on a long journey, it's in need of a freshen up, so we valet the car for you. Sometimes a car might have had a small scratch during its journey, which we also repair before you receive it. And finally, we give the car a minor service to make sure that all is in good order. After all, it hasn't been driven for over 6 weeks. These extra touches are not normal for an importer, but we know that going the extra mile for our clients makes all the difference. Cars bought with asset finance are required by the banks to have a tracker fitted. This costs between 50,000 and 75,000 shillings. And finally, we provide an automatic 3-month warranty for all the cars that we have cleared, unless you've asked us not to, so you can really enjoy your car without worry. You will appreciate that importing your car is very involved. For those who are willing to do it themselves to save money, we hope this gives you a comprehensive guide on what to expect. Employing a professional importer to take care of all the tasks makes life much simpler and is easily worth the investment for the peace of mind it gives you. The hardest part is choosing which car to buy, but we can help you with that too. Simply take a look at the UK cars and the Japanese cars we have on our websites, mhinternational.com and mhhjapanesecars.com, or get in touch with us and we'll be delighted to help you import your next car.